Welcome back. It's Thursday and we're live. Today's live, we'll be talking about Europa League and some of the things that have been happening around football in general. I mean, let's start with Europa League. There was an interesting thing that happened today, and that interesting
Mm,
thing is or was Oli Watkins missed a
mm.
penalty. And that got me
Not
thinking,
good.
when was the
Yeah.
last time Oli Watkins scored in a competitive game? The last time Oli
Yeah.
Watkins scored in a competitive game was
Mm.
10th of May 2025. And that's been a couple months since
A
then.
couple months, like last season. Let's just say last season.
Basically last season. So Watkins
Yeah.
has played 7 games so far in all competitions, and he
No
has
goals.
0 goals, 0 assists,
Assists.
nothing. Which some would say is a very poor start, but to me, this is like one of the poorest starts I think he has had so far, right?
Jackson.
As a
Jackson will have
player.
scored by now.
And even Isak that's not had the preseason scored in Carabao
He
Cup.
scored already. Yeah. Yeah.
Gyökeres has 3 goals, Ekitike has 3 goals, Haaland has
If
goals.
you take a 3 or 4, I thought it's 4 he has.
Ekitike four goals in all competitions. I was talking about league
4.
goals. League
Okay, okay,
goals.
league. Okay, league
League
3.
goals. League goals, Gyökeres 3, Ekitike 3. So
Yeah.
it's just crazy. Like Watkins is having a very, very crazy start to this 2025-2026 campaign,
Mm. Oh,
right?
5.
Five in total, but he has three
Okay.
league goals.
Premier League.
Is it 3 or 4 Premier League goals? He scored against Bournemouth, he scored against Newcastle, scored against Everton. So 3 goals. Yeah, that's correct. 3 goals.
Mm.
So it's crazy, right? It's crazy.
Mm.
And I'm just like, I'm happy that finally Unai Emery got his win.
He has 3 Premier League goals. Ekitike.
Yes, I'm happy that's why I say I know Ekitike has 3 Premier League goals. I'm happy that Unai
Mm.
Emery got his win because it almost seems like, with all the rumors circulating in my mind, I'm like, if he doesn't win against Bologna, the conversation
Mm.
is going to sound a bit different from what we've been hearing so far. So it's
Mm.
good for Emery. It's good that Emery finally has gotten that win, right?
It's
And Aston
something
Villa
to just relieve the pressure.
Yeah, and Aston Villa so far, the way they've moved this season, they've not really
Mm.
been scoring goals that much. I know there was a time SSB came on the stream and asked us how many goals have Villa scored so far. So it's good to see that at least they have a win in this Europa League.
They 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 play Fulham next.
So we see how far Aston Villa go in the Europa League. But good game. I
Mm.
think if Watkins had scored, it would have been a more safe win for them. But McGinn's goal is what made the difference. Did you watch the Europa
Mm.
League? Do you have any thoughts on the Europa League in general?
I didn't really. I was in and out because I had to go and support training, right? So I had like a session with some under 13s today just to help them out. So
Okay.
yeah,
Okay,
couldn't
fair
watch the
enough.
game.
Fair enough. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. So Maresca is facing some pressure from the media, right? It's facing some
Mm.
media pressure. What is this media
Mm.
pressure, and what exactly is going on with Maresca?
No, it's just so many things have just been coming out. It feels like at a time this Sterling's issue was becoming an issue last week. I feel like it popped up. I don't know if that's part of what affected us, but you can't see that. But sometimes when those media stuff come out, there's a tendency for your team to just drop points. Do you get? It comes out and he takes a dig at Sterling that his father was a fisherman. Then the media started to carry that he's arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get? It's not the fact
Who
that
said he's
Chelsea
arrogant?
lost, is the way they are losing their players. Exactly. That's what the media are carrying. Most media
That
people
Maresca is arrogant?
is arrogant,
Okay.
right? He doesn't have any, how do I say, pity for Sterling, maybe the mental health of the players. He doesn't care, something like that, right? Then, he started to have a pop at the owners a bit, slightly. His press conference has a pop where you say, or maybe his post match, you talk about the goalkeeper.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get talk about Sanchez where he's saying, oh, he prefers for Sanchez not to come out?
Mm-hmm.
So all those pop is more or less like saying, oh, the goalkeeper is not good enough. Sort of. He's not saying it directly, but we all know Sanchez. It's not as if we don't know Sanchez. The whole
Mm-hmm.
world knows Sanchez. We know that in a season there's at least 4 high-profile mistakes, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a pop at the keeper. He has a pop up front that he doesn't have anyone. Do you get what I'm saying? No
Yeah.
striker currently. Joao Pedro is not a striker. So it's later on
Joao Pedro is not a striker.
that's what he started to say. He doesn't see Joao Pedro as a striker.
Why would he not see Joao Pedro as a striker? So who is the striker in the
Every
team? Delap?
only the lap. So he's not claiming that, oh, Chelsea, he said exactly. He said Chelsea are playing like they are unorganized and uncoached. Oh, eh,
That's a good
Che-
question. Like, who is the striker?
exactly. So it's like, oh, only the lap. The lap is only the out and out striker Chelsea has currently.
That does not make any
Do you
sense.
get? Oh, then Dilap is a 10 or he can play as a winger, but he doesn't seem as a striker. I'm like, brother, you went into the season with Dilap and Joao Pedro. The whole world were
Mhm.
thinking you have two strikers. Even the owners, if they knew that that was your mind, they won't allow Jackson go.
And why
Do
did
you
they
get what I'm
have to
saying?
recall McGill too as well?
Exactly. Now they record McGill for you, right? And it feels like he doesn't want McGill. I'm like, they called McGill for you. They record the other boy, the other unknown striker that we have at Santos also. I don't know. We had to loan him back to Brazil. There's a striker we had that we bought from Brazil. He's 1920,
Mhm.
right? He's
Mhm.
actually real, right? We called that guy back because we don't know the profile Maresca wants. Do you get? So now we're not like, okay, you're not complaining. You don't have a striker at all in the team. And I'm like, you don't have a striker. Joao Pedro is not a striker. He's not a striker. If you knew you only had the lap as your number 9, why didn't you tell the club? And they wouldn't have allowed Jackson go because Jackson was the one that pushed. Do you get what I'm saying? Now the owners are now, yeah, obviously the Chelsea issues are not is not big. He said this is not the issue where no, no, no. Now the owners are now coming out to say they don't really care what he's saying, in the sense that he knows what he signed. In this, you asked me this question: if Maresca has a say in signings, you asked me this
I asked
question.
it
Funny enough,
yesterday. Yesterday's stream, yeah.
so me, I went and started doing some digging, media releases. Some journalists obviously released some stuff, right, from
Mhm.
inside the club. They are saying, look, they don't really care. They just want Maresca to face the job they employed him for, because they believe they've provided him enough tools to get wins. Right? That's one thing. And all this having a pop at defense, having a pop at striker, they don't really care about that because he cannot have. So the way Chelsea operate now is that the coach, according to what he signed, is he will only have say in the type of profile, not the person that comes in.
That makes sense. Because that's what I suspected initially. What I suspected was
Not
that he does not say who he wants. He just says, "Oh, I need a
no.
touchline, this certain
Yes.
profile, a ball to fit
Exactly,
winger or
exactly,
something, or this type of striker."
exactly.
I think that
So
you know.
and he signs off on the profile.
Mm-hmm.
Signs off on the profile. The technical directors, two of them, they go and find the player with obviously the club owners and everybody.
Mm-hmm.
I look at both sides. Both sides. Okay, let's look at both sides.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You look at the sides of Chelsea Football Club, the owners themselves.
Yeah.
They are somehow right in the sense that they've given him all the tools. They
Yeah.
have they have enough in the tank to beat United.
Yeah.
Do you get the squad is decent enough to beat United?
We
You
should
can't
have been
tell
beating
me you
United
yes,
because
you
you
have
guys
no
have main
striker.
people and then deputies in different
Yeah,
positions.
exactly.
We should be beating United.
Exactly.
Oh,
Oh,
Jordan,
Jordan.
Jordan, welcome to the stream.
Wow,
It's been
wow,
a
wow.
long
True
time,
red.
Jordan.
Long
It's been a
time.
long
Wow, wow,
time.
wow. Nice to have you. Do you get? So that's one case. Now I understand Maresca's point of view. Do you get where he's saying some parts of the team are weak? Yes, the defense is weak. He was having a pop at the owners. Remember when he was saying when Kowe got injured, right? He was saying we need to go back into the market to buy a defender.
He
One,
did say that.
the,
He did say that.
the,
He said that
the club did not agree.
because they signed
The-
Hato. Is Hato not
yeah.
a center
Now,
back?
Eh, that is what I don't
You have
understand.
Hato, you
Now,
have Badiashe, you have
now in
Chaluba, you have Tosin. Like
exactly
you have
now
a lot of centre backs.
now in Maresca's head, he sees Hato as a deputy for Cucurella. I'm like, brother, Hato. I think Hato was a centre back. That was the main thing he
A
was
centre
doing.
back.
Do you get? It's just like Ateta signing Nkampi. Nkampi is a centre back, but he can play. I think he can play in the left as a left back.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not his main role. Do you get what I'm saying? So the owners like, no, they're not buying a centre back. You have enough. And if we go and buy a centre back, when Levi Cower comes back, what happens? We have to start selling and all these kind of things. We don't want to do that. You have enough. Now they have a pop the keeper. The keeper is not good. Maresca wanted a new keeper. Do you get?
Yeah.
You understand? Maresca wanted a new keeper. And they're like, their thinking is okay. How do we sign a new keeper when we think we've signed a talent already? The guy that plays for Strasbourg. It's just like when
Standard.
Chelsea bought Courtois.
Yeah.
When Chelsea under Abramovich regime,
Mm-hmm.
right? He bought Courtois. Peter Cech
Mm-hmm.
was still there,
Yes.
right? Now, Courtois was not ready. We had to loan Courtois out for 2 years
Yeah.
to make him ready, right? So it's
Yeah.
different now in the case that the guy Penders has to be ready for at least 1-2 years to
Mm-hmm.
come and take the first. He's good enough. He's better than Sanchez,
Mm-hmm.
according to what people say. Do
Mm-hmm.
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's evident in the result that Strasbourg are getting this season. Do you get what I'm saying? They are not willing. That's why when they started dragging with AC Milan on 5 million, they decided they were not going to spend that money on Mike
Because
Maignan.
it doesn't make any sense, right? Since you guys already
Yes,
have like some talents that you're expecting to come.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there's just a back and forth. Liam is saying, okay, during Abramovich's regime, they wouldn't have hired Maresca. Yes. And I feel he said Maresca should never have been hired anyway. It's Chelsea, not a championship club. Chelsea went from my Champions League winner in Tuku to championship winner in Maresca. And that to me, the biggest mistake these owners have made till date
Yeah.
is sacking Thomas Tuchel. Yes, but people might argue that the result he was losing it, especially when he got that his divorce. It's just like Guardiola.
But those are
When
managers
Guardiola
you
got
give
divorced,
time, they will recover. They will
yes,
recover.
they, they are evergreen. They will
Mm-hmm.
find a way. He always find
They will
Tuchel.
find a way. They'll
Tuchel,
bounce back.
Tuchel, if Tuchel was in the club for 3 years, we
Mm-hmm.
will not go trophyless for 2
He'll win
because
something.
he's a competition manager. He knows
He'll
how to
win
win
like
competition.
a Carabao Cup or something. He'll win something.
You get.
Or
And why
FA Cup
why
or
did they
something. He'll win
why did they
something.
have a pop why did they have a pop at Tuku? Because Tuku said he doesn't want to be involved in buying players. He wants to just focus on coaching the players. You are taking him for meetings to buy players. He's too involved. He can't have time to coach the players you actually have. It's too much for him, which is right, which is fair.
Which is what Annie Slot is doing, right? Annie Slot is head coach at Liverpool. It's not like in
Yes,
a manager role. So I don't know if Annie
yeah.
Slot has a say on who buys which players come in or not. I don't know. I don't know exactly. I can check that, but I
Profiles.
assume
He
he
might have
doesn't.
he might have sign up on profiles.
On
Do you
profile, so
get?
maybe he's not as involved in I want this player, this player, this player. I don't think
Well, he's
so.
he's coaching them, right? Liam is saying Chelsea's mentality now is we'll be champions in 10 years' time. What there's nothing like that. Football is now. Is now. Because if you are thinking you'll be champions in three
Those
years,
players will
people are
leave.
moving.
Those players will
Your
leave
team will
to other
become your,
clubs.
your team will become weaker. Other clubs will become stronger. So how do you close that gap?
You have to win now. You have to compete now within the next 2 years. You can't plan for
Yeah,
10 years. Anything
yeah.
can happen in the next 10 years. SSB saying if you give another manager this same squad, do they achieve more than Maresca? Do you think so?
I think in terms of the league finish and the cup he won, that's the bare minimum. He
Mm.
achieved what he was meant to achieve. He didn't over. People say he overachieved,
But he
right?
did
But
overachieve. Because I don't think people had
why?
much expectations of Maresca that Maresca was going to come and win
Why?
Conference
he's a
League,
good
Club
coach.
World
He's a
Cup.
good coach. He's
But
a
people
good
didn't have
coach.
that. People didn't have that
Yes. People didn't know
expectation
him. Yes, people didn't know
because he's
him.
coming from
But
championship, right? He's not supposed
yes,
to come in and
but
win something.
yeah, he's a good coach.
Hmm.
Sometimes you know a good coach when you give them small tools to work, and they bring something out of it. Do you get what I'm saying? So the sign was there that he's a good manager. He's a good coach in terms of actually coaching. Do you get? So that's one. Now there's a part of knowledge gap and learning which Liam brought up. Do you get what I'm saying? He's coming from the championship. He's not coached in high profile this thing for long. Okay.
The reason why
read
I'm
it.
laughing is because of Liam's comment. Liam is saying
Read
Brighton
this Brighton
FC
comment.
is equal to Chelsea FC. Chelsea just buy to sell. I guess
Yeah.
repeat. Chelsea will
Yeah.
never be champions like that. Boli has
He's
destroyed
right.
Chelsea.
He's right. He's right. I told you this thing that we just flip players. We flip players. Do you get what I'm saying?
But
And that's part of the
AB
reason.
on this stream always thinks differently of Chelsea's business model, right? Because AB is always like, is young, experienced players you guys are trying to go for. You get them
Mm,
young, you give them some experience, and then within the next 2-3 years, the expectation is
mm,
that they become champions, like, right? So
mm,
like Maresca is supposed to take the squad of players he has now and turn them
mm.
into champions, right? That's like the business model. So what is going on? Why are you guys not staying on course? What is happening now with
So no,
Maresca?
no. So the thing now is there are a few things there, right? I just think Maresca is over his head with his tactics.
Mm.
He needs to adapt to the people he has. Towards the you notice towards December, January, we're not doing so well. Draws, loss, it was shaky. We dropped from being title contenders to try to get into the Champions League. What finally helped him? He changed his stupid mentality of playing at the back. He changed it. In fact, we were playing from the back, if you remember, with
You were,
Sanchez. The
you were.
mistakes were too much. Now we're playing at the back. They spend the whole time there is as if they are in their bedrooms and sleeping. Do you get what I'm saying? So I just think he needs to change his tactics and move to something more progressive. Get on with it. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah. So
Let's
that's
just
the
confirm
case
what I was
now.
saying. Like only
Yeah.
guys like Pep, Klopp, and other big time coaches have a say in buying players. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think Maresca in my mind I always assume that Maresca did not have a say in buying players.
Mm,
It's
mm.
always maybe this is what I want, and then they go find that player for him. Because look at Gittins that they signed. I don't think Maresca would have said go and sign Gittins. I don't think Maresca would have agreed to some of the guys that they signed. Even Maresca is saying Joao
But
Pedro is a 10.
He likes. It seems like he likes Garnacho. I don't know if he likes Garnacho or not. The vibe I'm getting from him now these days is like he doesn't
But he
like
also said
Garnacho.
he likes Nicolas Jackson, or he likes
He
Nicolas
likes
Jackson, right?
he likes
So
Nicolas
Nicolas
Jackson.
Jackson leaving to him is like we've lost a
Maybe he pained
striker.
him. He
Maybe
pained
it's
him.
like we've lost
Okay,
a
true.
striker, right? So it's like now Delap is the striker I'm looking to because I think Joao Pedro is a 10.
And that anyway, he might be right because if you look at it, he was always playing the lap.
Mm.
Most of the games in the Premier League, he was always playing the lap up front.
I think Maresca, and this might be a reach with what I'm trying to say, but I feel like
Mm.
Maresca, when he thinks of a striker, he thinks of somebody like Haaland, somebody like Gyökeres, a traditional
Traditional.
nine, someone that is like is going to run in behind, is going to get the ball, is trying to score. Not somebody that
Yeah,
will do something fancy with their feet and try to dribble people. I think that's what he's looking for when he thinks of a striker. You see
yeah,
someone like Joao Pedro. Joao Pedro is so dynamic as a striker, right? He's good with his feet. He can play
yeah,
as a 10. He can play on the left. So
yeah.
to him, that he doesn't rate him as a striker. So that's
Okay.
what I think. That's what I think.
And is the same issue. You remember the same issue he had with Nkunku? He
Mhm.
kept on using Nkunku as a striker. He was using Nkunku wrongly,
That's
claiming
very weird.
Nkunku is a striker. Nkunku himself doesn't see himself as a striker.
He said, "Can you read my Brighton comment? Is important." Oh, which Brighton
We've
comment?
read that.
I've already read it. I have Brighton because to Chelsea. I said UK government destroyed Chelsea, making romance sell. Say when Maresca was asked about the title hopes, he said no, not thinking of that. I would like to say we are there, but we are not there. That's a weak mentality. Damn, Liam is on
Yeah,
one with these comments, man. Liam is coming for you
yeah,
guys. And Liam is an
yeah,
Arsenal fan. Liam, I will not forget you're an Arsenal fan, bro. I will not
yeah.
forget
He's right.
but you're you're
What
you're
what he's
you're right.
what he's
You're
saying
right.
is
No,
true.
you're right.
Do you get
100%.
what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And I've said this thing 1,000 times. Your players feed off your mentality. They feed off you.
Was it a bad thing for Maresca to come out and say we are not title contenders? Was
It
it a
was
bad
bad.
thing?
It was
Should they have
bad.
just kept quiet and say we'll see. Let's see what we
Let's
do.
see. We'll
Let's see
take it
what we are
game by
able to
game,
achieve. We'll take it game by
game by
game.
game. That's
Is
all.
that a better
Don't.
mentality that you feel like
That's a better.
he gave up too soon?
He gave up. And that mentality swept through the players because they just feel like, oh, our coach said we are not.
Title contenders.
Yeah. So why
But
should
I guess
they
if I
feel
if
like
I was one of the guys sitting in that press conference, my question to Maresca, the same question I asked you, I would have asked Maresca. So what will make you a title contender? What makes Chelsea a title contender? Because you guys are big spenders. You guys have spent money.
what makes
What makes
what
you guys a
makes us
title
a title
contender?
what makes us a title contender is
Mhm.
currently is having a world class on the level of Alisson goalkeepers, not a Donnarumma.
That's it.
Alisson is better than wait now. Alisson is better than Donnarumma. If you ask me, do you
I
get
don't
what I'm
think
saying?
so.
So
Alisson is not better than Donnarumma to me.
honestly, I would take if you put Alisson and Donnarumma, I would take Alisson
I mean,
every single
Alisson,
day.
Alisson,
You
Alisson
know why?
over the period has been better than
He
Donnarumma. But I feel like last
he
season Donnarumma was outrageous. In recent times, Donnarumma has
was
looked outrageous,
outrageous,
has looked crazy.
but
The
Alisson
save he's
is
made is
more
mad.
complete.
Anyway, Alisson is more complete when you think of his
And
legs
Alisson
and everything. Yeah,
Alisson hardly
you're right.
make
You're right.
mistakes. Alisson
You're right. You're
hardly
right.
make
I have
mistakes.
to agree in terms of more
We
complete.
saw
Yes,
yeah,
because
we
Donnarumma
saw
is not good with his feet. In terms of saves, though, in terms of saves,
Alisson makes saves too.
but
Alisson makes
Donnarumma,
save.
Donnarumma in the past year, his saves has been outrageous, has been crazy, and
It's because
he
of
also
how
won I
bad
think the
their
Ballon d'Or,
defense is.
right? He also
It's
won
because of
Ballon
how
d'Or over
you
Alisson.
can
Anyway,
also
that's
say
political, but yeah,
when your keeper makes too many saves, you should check your defense.
fair enough, fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
You have Van Dijk in your team
But
that shuts up.
Andy, this question has just been in my head since you said you need a world class keeper. So, are
Mm,
you telling me the game against United that you guys
mm,
lost, right,
yeah.
is just because of your keeper?
Um, keeper, half of it was keeper. In the sense
You
that
guys did
let's
not have the
imagine
even with a weak United having a red card, you guys could not get back in the game. You could not score another goal because
to be honest,
when we
we
were watching
can,
that game in the
we
watch along,
should, we should,
I told you
we
that you
should.
guys both are down to
Yeah,
10 men.
yeah,
You
we
guys both are
should.
down to 10 men.
But the
Why are you
problem
guys
is
wasting time playing at the
the
back?
manage
You guys
the
needed to be
manager
more
had
direct.
already the manager had already fumbled his subs. The manager's tactics was holding them back because every time they feel like they should. And news came out this week that Kopama is getting tired of the way we play because we are taking too much time. And he's right. We're taking too much time in the build-up. He wants to go forward quickly. The coach is telling him not to go forward quickly. So is Palmer not
I'm
right?
really confused
Yes, look
because
at it.
that game
Why
against
are we
United,
why are
I'm
we
really
wasting
confused.
Palmer is right because look at it this way. Why are we wasting time on build-up when we can have quick? You have people like Palmer, give him the ball. He wants to go forward quickly. The coach doesn't want him to go forward quickly till they are sure the build-up is going to work. But sometimes you don't have to think that the build-up will work.
Is this a Pep
Find
inspired
him.
type of play? Is this a Pep
Yes,
inspired type of
it
play?
is. It is. Find someone that does magic for you. Find Palmer. Palmer will pick out someone. Do you get what I'm saying? He said he took Palmer off against United. I don't understand. He claimed that Palmer had injury.
You keep saying that is not true, but that's what he said, that Palmer was feeling something, right? That's what he came out and he said, right?
He was feeling
So,
something, and you used him. You used him. So
anyways,
yeah,
let me
yeah,
read
yeah.
Abby's
So
comment. Abby said, I don't accept, Donna is still a young keeper. It's unfair to compare. I feel the same way too. It's unfair to compare
okay,
because when you
if you
ask me
say
that question, I'm too tempted to say Donnarumma in
Donnarumma,
the
how
past
old is
year.
Donnarumma? How old is Donnarumma? A keeper
I can
gets
tell.
mature between ages like mature 27, 28. That's when they are fully mature.
Donnarumma is 26.
Okay,
And in
fair.
the past year,
You are
Donnarumma has
living.
looked really, really good. But Alisson is
Okay,
very
you still learning.
experienced, right?
How old is
Alisson,
Allison?
Alisson
Allison should be almost
will be
30.
will be 30 something, I think,
Oh,
or
he's different.
or
He's
close to
different. He's ahead.
32. Alisson is 32. So
He's far ahead.
you
He's
can't
far ahead of
compare.
him.
You can't compare
You
the
can't
two. I
compare
agree with
actually.
AB. SSB saying if an Ekitike type of situation happens in Chelsea or you have big egos clash, what does Maresca do? Because this question is so key, and I like SSB asking
Mm,
this question because it goes back to this whole Palmer thing, right? What
mm,
happens if Palmer,
mm.
is clashing with another player or something is happening? Palmer does not agree with Maresca. Then what happens in this situation? What
I
happens
just prayed.
in that
I
case?
pray it doesn't. I pray it doesn't happen
Hmm.
because he feels like he doesn't have the experience yet to manage them, to
Yeah.
manage it. But look at it this way:
Hmm.
he's giving very young players,
Hmm.
if you show them a particular direction,
Yeah.
you use it to get results. They will
Yeah.
believe in you fully, fully. You have time, but let me now tell you something. Those young players,
You just call Maresca a bomb. He said if he was
Mubi,
injured, why play him? The Liam said if he was injured, why play him? Maresca is a bomb.
that's the
Liam was
question
started with
I
this
had.
comment, bro.
That's the question I had. Do you get
uh,
what I'm saying? So now you look at all these players, they are still going to get matured.
yeah.
Papa is getting matured, his eyes is getting opened.
Mm,
He's knowing his words. Caicedo is getting matured. He started to score goals now.
mm,
Screamers, right? They are reaching a
yeah.
stage where they will soon start to question the coach's tactics.
Palmer is
It
23.
is,
He's
yes.
23 years old.
How
In another 2 years, 3 years, he's going to be in his
Mares,
prime, pretty
yes,
much.
Maresca was given 5-year contract, but we can't keep playing the same way. In
For
2 years' time, we're
the next how many
playing
years?
at the back,
For the
playing
next
at the
4 years?
when the brother is already complaining now of the build up, our build up is too slow. And
For
I
the next,
agree. Everyone agrees in the whole Kingsley. You saw it.
even I
The build up
agree.
is too
Even
slow.
I said it.
He's
Even
always
I
get
said
now.
it.
So that's the problem now. They say Palmer is always he wants to go forward quickly, but the build up is not yet like, are you cooking something or what? Or are you building a house?
Dara Azizi said, "Hi, I just finished my homework. Welcome to the live, man." Say Palmer was
Yeah.
cooking last
So
season. This season, he's not flopping. He's not flopping. Something is not right for you. Yeah, like it's like last
exactly.
season, this season. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. So so so
Yeah,
so
how can
so
exactly AB? How can you not beat the worst United side since World War II? I don't know. It's Maresca. You know, this is it's serious.
yeah. So
It's
that's
serious.
it, right?
This is serious. It's serious. Say, I'm doing my coaching badges so I can understand logically. Oh,
That's
that
good.
makes sense. That makes sense. That
I'm
makes sense.
also I'm also doing mine too.
Okay, we have some coaches on the stream. Okay, you guys are thinking like coaches. I see. But I agree 100% with your take and with how like Chelsea fans and even what people are saying. I agree because I've asked this question several times.
Mm.
Why were you guys slow in the build up against United
It's
when
too slow.
United had
Too slow.
10 men too like you?
Too slow. Too slow.
Why
Too slow.
even it's questionable. Like why start players that you feel are not fully fit? They are unlimited minutes. Why not just bring them in? Anyways, let's say it's rookie mistakes, right? I did tell you after the stream, during when we are doing the post analysis of that game, I told you I feel like Maresca, it gives inexperience to me. It
You
gives
said it
inexperience in
actually.
the way he moves.
I didn't agree with
It
you,
gives you an experience
but
because you're down
maybe
to
you were
10
right.
men, you panic so
Yeah.
much. You panic.
Yeah.
You're making all this stuff, making all this. I already said it like, hey, you're just giving in experience. But so far, you seem to be making some sort of, you guys are not losing too bad. This season so far, you
Mm.
guys have just lost one game, I think, right? One game. You guys have lost one game, and that was your game against United. And to be fair, you guys have not
Mm.
won in Old Trafford in a very long time. But at the end of the
Mm.
day, you can't have a coach that panics. You can't have a coach that doesn't know how to use players in the right positions. Pep was doing all
Mm.
those things, but
It
When you
wasn't
when it
working, right?
sometimes when you do something and it works, you say the person is a genius. When it doesn't
Mm,
work, the person is a madman. That's just how it is. There's a very thin line between being a genius and being stupid. And so
yeah,
to me, Hato is a player that is versatile. Hato can play as a center back. Hato can play as a
exactly.
left back. If you're having issues, why not give Hato a chance? Why not play
I
Hato as
don't
a
know
center
I don't
back?
know why.
And that's how the
Yeah,
owners will be thinking about it, because it's like we've signed all these players and deputies. The deputies, you came on this stream and told me one time the deputies should be as good as the players in the positions.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah,
Santos
yeah.
should be as good as Enzo Fernandez. I don't know who is the deputy of Caicedo. I assume Esugo or
Esugo, Esugo, Esugo.
okay. Esugo should be as good as, not better, but almost as good as Caicedo. Gusto should be almost
Caicedo
as good as Rich James.
with
I'm
James.
saying
Yeah,
that that's the plan, and AB has come on this stream and said that several times, so that that's the plan. So if that's the
yeah.
plan, why is the coach not following the script?
Trust issues. Trust issues. And we've said this about Santos. I've said this so many times. Remember first game of the season? When what was my complaint? I said, why is this manager using Enzo Fernandez that only played 45 minutes in preseason? He's not fit. Over Santos that had more than 90 minutes.
Yeah.
No, it's not a simple issue. We're jumping through
We're
certain things, right?
analyzing Maresca.
Different,
We're analyzing
yeah,
Maresca, you know.
yeah. So yeah, at
Mm,
the end of the day,
yeah.
yeah, it's just useless. Same thing,
It's a crazy
the
one,
same thing
man.
with Arteta, right?
Ikena said Chelsea to championship relegation. Here we go. Ikena.
It started
Man,
again.
that's funny, man. Liam is saying the way Maresca. Oh, yeah, Liam said something about Maresca and Arteta. SSB said Maresca wants to
They
be
want
Arteta. Okay, that was SSB. And then SSB said, or rather, a Pep. Pep controls everything. Maresca is never getting this. And Pep has done
no.
away with that style of play. Pep now is packing the boss. Pep is not
Saw
doing
him
that.
doing that.
Pep is
Hmm.
Pep, they've turned to a
He's
counter-attacking team.
desperate.
So
He's
he's
desperate now.
desperate to bounce back. Liam is saying Chelsea had the ability to beat United anyway. Uh, anyone can. It's United. Say the way Maresca, Arteta, and Pep play is too one-dimensional. Always trying to lay
Exactly.
inverted for Mm-mm. See, I don't like the
Yeah.
style of play of these modern coaches. Like it's boring, bro. Like it's just let's just call
Mm.
it what it is. It's boring. All this controlled game. Sometimes just be direct. Sometimes kick the ball forward.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's boring after some time. You keep on every single
Yeah.
time you want to do the same thing. It's just boring. Non-stop possession when there are chances at goal, they pass it sideways or go back and start again and recycle, and it's just boring,
Because
man. It's
it's
just boring,
crazy.
man. It's boring. He said, "See, I'll get Leso to give you a hug, fella." Oh man. Okay, let's move on to Sterling. What's going on with Sterling, bro? Like Sterling is supposed to be out of this. In fact, he's not included in the squad. Sterling is supposed to be out. What's going on with him now? He rejected Bayern Munich. Uh,
News came out today that he rejected Bayern Munich towards the end of the final. Like, is this brother serious or what? He was insisting that he wants to stay in London.
mm,
He's not serious. He's not serious about his football.
yeah.
Liam says Sterling, I feel, is a scapegoat. How is he a scapegoat?
You don't think
How is
it's
he a scapegoat?
uh,
He didn't play well when he went to Arsenal. He didn't play well, right? He was still on 325. Arsenal, Chelsea were paying practically everything.
yeah.
Arsenal had him on a free. They didn't play transfer fees. I don't think so. And we're covering most of his salary.
Mm.
Do you get? So, yeah.
Okay. AB said I almost fell asleep watching Barca this evening. What's happening with football? Ah, it's a good question, AB. It's a very good question too. Big up CFC gamer. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Let's talk about Ekitike. So Ekitike got
Yeah.
fined, right? I went to when
Mm.
you told me I went to look up the fine. It's about £400,000, right? 2 weeks worth of
Wow.
pay. Also, it's about £400,000 according to what I saw. I don't know if that's true, but he got fined. What are our thoughts, Liverpool fans in the chat? How do we feel about this fine? Do you think this is the right way to handle what he did?
For him.
Yeah, it's
It's
like we're
good.
running a strict
You
ship.
put
Yeah.
you put your I like an slot. Oh my goodness. That's the kind of coach I like. His feet is on the ground. He doesn't you see him on the top, he's not smiling. And it's not smiling. We came here to win game. Why are we smiling?
Let me
Do you
check
get what
again.
I'm
Let me
saying?
check if this is true because
It's
as
2
you said,
weeks
I heard
wages
that
I saw.
the fine was fake news. Can you check if it's real?
Was it fake?
I checked. I checked. I looked it up just now to see if like Ekitike was fined. That's what I it says that Ekitike was fined, but I don't know if
That's
it's
what I
fake
saw
news.
too. I think it was fined actually.
Let's look that up. Yeah, it says Liverpool for Ekitike was sent off a yellow card and is set to
Yeah,
be
a lot of
fined by
the mirror,
an
a lot of
slot,
people.
right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
potentially equivalent to 2 weeks worth of wages for an slot. You know,
Is
an slot
is
said it's
and
too stupid
is
and needless. It's an
is
slot
an slot
himself
himself.
that is fining him though. It's an slot himself that is fining him.
So you see. So
I mean,
slot
I guess Anistot is trying to like prevent this from happening with other players and bring it back to it's not about you, it's about the team.
the
And
team,
so don't
exactly.
do stuff like that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Today I realized why he did what he did. Apparently, him
Yeah.
and Southampton's manager, they were both together at a previous club. I can't remember, I can't pronounce the name of the club.
Oh,
They-
serious.
Yeah, they were both together at previous club, and he told him that he was going to
Yeah.
come on and score. And when he scores, he would take off his shirt and show it. I think that's what he said. He was going to. I think that's what he said
Oh
when I listened
my
to it on TikTok. When I listened
goodness.
to it on TikTok, and then that's what he did. He came on and he scored, right? So I think he forgot, and his mind was just he was wrapped up in
On
the
that.
emotion in the moment, and he was so stupid. But he apologized on his Instagram. I saw that he apologized.
Mm.
Now they are finding him. I don't know if this finding stuff is serious, but he's a young kid. He will learn from it.
Yeah.
Robertson's press conference, I watched that too. Robertson did
Mm.
say he's a young kid. He will learn from it. It's just one of those things. Of course, it's not nice to
It's
go down to 10
23.
men.
Yeah.
He's young. He will learn from it. It's not nice to go down to 10 men. So at the end of the day, I think I don't. It's fine him to make an example out of him, but as a manager, too, I feel as a manager, you need to know how you go about things so you don't lose that player, right? So it's kind of like I
I
want you
don't
to
think
learn from this. I want you
he's
to
not
learn
losing
from
the
this.
Ekitike. He's not losing that play because that
Yeah.
boy is in for a fight with Isaac.
But Ekitike has come out publicly in a press conference and said he has been watching Isaac for a long time. He has been looking forward
Mm-hmm.
to it. He's happy to play with Isaac. There's so much to learn from Isaac. And then he's looking
Wow.
forward to the opportunity for him and Isaac to share the same pitch. He has said that and he said, this is not my problem, it's the coach's problem.
Oh,
So
okay.
I don't think there's competition. There's competition on who
Yeah.
starts. But
Yeah.
I don't think the way people make this whole he's removing his shirt and he's showing it
You're
to the crowd and
angry.
it's for Isaac. No,
Okay.
I don't think it's because
True.
of that. I don't think it's because of that. Actually don't think so.
Yeah, says, oh my God, funny
And Leon said
comments.
23 is an adult, not a kid. No, okay, yeah, he's not a kid, but you have to say he's a young player. Let's put it that way. He's a
Okay.
young player. He's not a kid. I know,
Okay.
guys. He's not a kid. He's not a kid. Fair enough, guys. I know he's not a kid, but he's a young player, guys. We have to agree on that, right? He's a young player. Dara,
Rio is a young kid,
yeah,
according to Dara.
Rio is a young kid,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
Ekitike is a young player, right? He's a young
Okay.
player.
In terms
He's
of
a young
the
player.
experience of the game,
In terms of the
not as a human being,
not as a
if you
human
think.
being, not as a human
Exactly.
being. Yeah, oh yeah, you
Exactly.
guys are right. You
So
guys, but Ekitike is 22, right? Is it 23? I thought Ekitike was
23.
22. Okay, maybe
23.
23. Okay. Dara is saying he made two unnecessary mistakes in 45 minutes. He's 23. He let everyone down. I have no issues with the fine as long as the money goes to charity. Fair enough. Dara, fair enough.
Okay.
I'll give you a bomb for that. That's a good one. Fair enough. I like that comment. I'll give you a bomb for that. I think it makes sense for for the money to go. It makes a lot of sense. That's a good comment. It makes a lot of sense for the money to go to charity. Make an example out of him. I think it's a good thing. Make an example out of him.
I don't think any Liverpool player is taking off
Don't
their
try that
shirts.
nonsense.
I don't think. Maybe the
I
only
don't even
person
think
that will take
Salah will
off
do
his
that.
shirt is Salah. But Salah takes off his shirt, right?
But in big moments,
Now,
like I remember the last time I remember Salah taking off his shirt was when he scored against our 7-0 win over Man U when Ten Hag was
mm,
still there. We beat 7-0. Salah took off his shirt, and that's the last time I remember. But anyways,
mm,
let's move on. Let me read some comments. Ekitike and Isak play different game. Ekitike is a player who likes ball to feet. Isak likes making runs. Ekitike could go off the left in a
I'm
4-3-3.
telling you. Yeah, he's good.
It will
He'll
still
be
work.
good. Yeah.
I can see during AFCON, I can see an Ekitike, Isak, Chiesa front three.
Mm,
That is something that could work. I can see a 4-4-2 with Ekitike and Isak, where Ekitike is the one that drops deep and Isak makes
mhm.
runs. That's very, very
runs.
possible, right? Very possible.
Yeah.
I can see both of them playing together. Ekitike played exactly. Ekitike played with Mamouche. Why would he have a problem
Mm.
playing with Isak?
With
AB,
Isak,
man,
true.
AB, you deserve a bomb
It
for that.
needs a bomb. It needs a
That's a
bomb.
good one, bro. AB consistently gives good comments. AB, you deserve a bomb for that. I appreciate that, man. So that's a good one. Arsenal and City aren't challenging this year. Do you play both strikers together or a single striker, Kingsley? Ah, man. To me, when you look
Mm.
at how Ekitike has started this season,
Mm.
as a coach, it's insane to bench Ekitike.
In a
To
big
me,
game, use both.
in a big game, you can use both.
Game, use
In
both.
some games, you
You
can
still
start
have Chiesa.
Ekitike.
You use Chiesa can still
Exactly.
come on as a striker.
In some
Yeah.
games, you start Isak. But looking at
Mm.
A British record cannot be on the bench. A player that plays like Ekitike also cannot be on the bench.
Let me
So
tell you, your
it's a
manager is
huge
a
problem for Arne
no-nonsense
Slot.
manager.
For me,
Your manager is a no-nonsense. Wit is going to go to the bench
For
now.
me, I'll play. For me, I'll play both. To be honest, for me, I'll
Wit,
play both.
Florian Wit is going to the bench now. Let's just agree on that. I think your manager is done.
I don't know. We'll
He's
see
done
what
with the
happens.
nonsense.
I can't
He's
say
done
if
with the
that was
nonsense.
to happen. We'll see what
We'll
will
watch
happen.
against Crystal Palace and see. If he benches him against Crystal Palace, he's made up his mind. Yes.
He can't, I don't know. I don't
It
think
might
that.
be
I don't
better
know.
in Champions League. It might be better in your Champions League squad. Just use
Mm,
him in Champions League. Do you get what I'm saying?
yeah. I can't believe that some fans want Dom to start at right back. Dara,
Who's
he
dumb?
works in some games with
Is he a youth
Soboslai.
team player?
Soboslai.
Oh,
Dominic Soboslai. He works in some games, but I like Frimpong at right back. Frimpong at right back is good. Frimpong at right back is good, right? Frimpong
not
at
in
right back
big
is solid.
games.
But Sobosai can be benched. Bro, this is a huge problem to have as a coach. Sobosai cannot be benched.
They are too good. Gravenberch
McAllister,
cannot be benched.
Gravenberch is not going to be benched. He's literally he's like part of our midfield engine. He's what is
One,
connecting the
one.
defense and the attack. He's
Exactly.
needed.
So yeah,
McAllister, when he catches that full
he's not yet
fitness,
fit. He's not fit
he's
yet.
not
Yeah.
fully fit, getting to full fitness and form. Once he catches that full fitness and form, you can't bench Maka. That stable midfield of Maka, Soboslai, and
Mm,
Gravenberch that won us the Prem
mm.
is stable. It works. They know where
It works
they are
actually.
meant to be.
And for
They understand
the
their
style of play
position.
and his
So
slot always wants to do counter attacking, controlled, sort of. You need those three people
yeah,
in there,
you need those
right?
three people in there. You need those three people in
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
There was a comment about Saliba, like Saliba signed an extension. AB said, I said Saliba signed an
yeah.
extension, wise move. Liam is saying Saliba should have left ever since Real Madrid was interested in him. His form dipped. Do you guys feel like Mosquera will start starting over Saliba? That's something that you think will happen? That
I watched the games that Mosquera played. He was good.
yeah.
I was
But,
surprised. In
but
fact, I didn't. He just needs more games, and I don't think the level between him and Saliba is not so much.
in terms of how solid he
Not,
is. Okay.
it's not so much.
Um, Dom needs to be Dom needs to be in the midfield. Who said Ben? Yeah, Dom needs to be in that midfield, bro. He needs to
Maka
be
on the
no.
bench.
I'm taking it from the angle of if you look at Florian Wirtz, you look at Dominic Soboslai, you look at Maka, you look at Gravenberch, who falls off.
Mm.
To me, so far this season with this how everybody has
Wait,
started, Wirtz falls
wait,
off.
wait
Wirtz falls
falls
off.
off.
He
Yeah,
falls off, right?
yeah.
So that's how I see it. If you can't step up, you fall off, or maybe it's Champions
Come
League
in
games you
for
start.
come in
Maybe
for
Champions League
25
games
minutes
you
and
play.
play Champions League.
That might be what we do. Really, Maka on the bench for you? You really think so?
Wow, wow.
Wow, that's an interesting take. I understand, like
But
right now,
Maka has
Maka is
been
not fully
poor
fit.
actually. He's been
Yeah,
poor.
he's not fully
Anyways,
fit,
the fitness.
right? He's not fully fit, and
You
has not
see.
got his form. But if he's able to catch his form,
Mm.
anyway, Dara is kind of right, but because if Florian catches his
He's
form
been
and Maka
bad.
catches his form, who will you bench? Because if Florian gets used to the pace of the Premier League, he's doing crazy things.
Just
Who will you
rotate them.
bench? It's an interesting problem to have. Um, SSB said, what if you go four in the midfield? Four in the midfield. So
That,
who goes?
that cool.
Oh, so four in the
So
midfield mean
so
Soboslai, Viet, Gravenberch, and Salah as four in like a 4-4-2. Is that what you mean?
Salah in the midfield is not good. I don't
Salah
think
is the
so.
right midfielder. And
Nah,
you don't think so?
he's not going. To,
Okay,
he's not going to give you anything. Don't bother.
okay, makes sense. Uh,
Yeah.
He said, "Oh yeah, Dara said Conor Bradley at right back." Liam is saying Conor Bradley. I don't think is ready.
Hmm.
I have
But
to
Brad,
agree.
but Brad, but
I have
Bradley,
to
I
agree.
don't. Bradley is a bit weird. I don't know. There's some games he plays. I'm like, oh, this guy is good. And there's some games I'm like, Bradley, what was that? Come on, bro. Do you get? So I don't know. I think he just needs more games. Sometimes when you get into the rhythm of things, it's good
Yeah,
for
things
you. It's
click
good,
for
always good
you.
for them,
Yeah,
right?
but
So
defensively, Bradley is somebody that you
he's
know
solid now.
is solid
He does a
defensively.
decent job. He does a
Yeah,
decent
Bradley
job.
is. Honestly, I have no complaints about Bradley. To be honest, I feel like I'm nitpicking. I'm trying to find the fault with Bradley, but
You guys are
I really
covered on
don't
the
have
right
any.
hand side.
I
You
think
are
we're
covered on the
covered, bro.
right hand.
Like Bradley, Frimpong,
If
whoever you
Bradley
want
and
to start.
Frimpong they don't work, if Bradley and Frimpong don't work, then you can use Sobo slide there. But the
Yeah,
left hand side is the issue. Caucus. We don't know
yeah.
where that brother is going. Do you get what I'm
You
saying?
step up, you step up, you step up.
Yeah.
It's so funny because last season or seasons before, people will say our right hand side is the weakest side and our left is strong. It almost feels like it has
Um,
swapped now.
swap. Yeah.
It's crazy. Um, Liam is saying, will Slot really keep Isak on the bench? He's a record signing. If you go 4-4-2, who would you play? Exactly. If you go 4-4-2, you have to start
That's the
Ekitike.
problem.
You have to me, a 4-4-2 for me would be Ekitike Isak up front, right?
Salah, what
Yeah.
of Salah?
Salah. To me, I'll play Salah. I'll play Salah on the right midfield.
That means
I'll
you have
play him
four four
there.
three three already. It's 4-3-3 already. It's 4-3-3 because
But
Salah Salah is
Salah has already been dropping into
Salah
the
is not
midfield.
he's not going to do that work. He likes to stay at the touchline
No,
and
but
wait for that
I know,
ball.
but Salah has already been dropping into. Anyways, you're right. It's based on the
If
profile.
you set up 4-4-2 with Salah in that team, he's going to end up morphing into a 4-3-3. Don't disturb, don't bother
Yeah,
yourself.
but you can start into
That's
a
what's
four
going
four
to be.
two. You can start into a four
Yeah.
four two, and in phases of the game, you can morph into a 4-3-3. Right? Formations are not static in game. In
Mm.
different phases of the
Mm.
game, the formation changes anyways, right? So
Yeah.
I can still see a 4-4-2 with Salah playing too as well, right? I can
Okay.
see it. Um, AB said the last player to win Ballon d'Or from the French league was 1991 J Papin. And please don't say Messi. Wait, why is this Ballon d'Or? Why is this coming up? Um,
No, no.
I was confused by the comments. As has been saying, players take time to get into teams. Fabinho didn't play much at the beginning for the first couple months, then got in. Yeah, we need to give you need to give
Give them
Florian
time,
time.
actually.
Yeah, you need to give him time. See, Kingsley Salah is getting phased out of the team. Via Ekitike, Isak, all these guys are long. Exactly. Because there are even
True.
rumors that came out this summer that this might be
Mm.
Salah's last season with Liverpool.
Wow,
Rumors came
wow.
out. The rumors came out. I don't know if it's true, but that's what he said. So
Where is he going? Saudi? Or does he have unfinished
I
business
don't
at
want to be I
Chelsea?
don't want to be biased,
Or
but
does he or
with
does he have unfinished business at Chelsea?
please, you guys, please come on.
We'll like,
Your owners
we
go for young
we
players.
will break the rule
You
for
guys will not
him. He's
sign. You guys
special.
will not sign
We
anything
will
other than
break the rule
watching
for
football.
him, break the
Nah,
wages for him. I doubt it. Not these owners. They love
you guys
money
will
more
not
than
sign
anything.
anything other. Um, so with Ekitike, okay, so that's the conversation. So, but wait, if you go 4-4-2, what about the camp sport? Exactly. What about Viet's Dom? It's a dilemma, bro.
It is.
It's an interesting problem to have for slots. It definitely is an
Just,
interesting
just
problem to
swap,
have.
just swap them. Start with one, the next match, start with the other. But I feel like
I
I
don't
don't
even
know
think
who is better. Who is better between two of them, Isak or Ekitike? You say Isak, right?
you can't compare the two of them though. It's hard to
Okay.
compare because
It
Isaac is
depends. It
older.
depends on the profile of
Isaac is more
the
experienced and is older, right? He's 26. He's more experienced in the
mm,
league too, right? He has played in that league for
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 long
a while, right?
three
Almost like two
two
seasons,
years or
about two
3 years.
seasons. So it's
Mm,
like it's hard to compare the two of them. But Ekitike is somebody that you see the way he plays, bro. Like half a chance he could score.
he could score. He's really he's shifty
It's
and
very
fast.
it's hard to defend Ekitike. But you
Fast,
look at
very
Isaac's
fast.
quality. Isaac A
Hmm.
quarter of a chance he could score.
He can score from anywhere
A
around the
quarter of
box.
a chance he could score.
Don't give him space.
You
Hmm.
get me? So when Isaac is on full fitness, full gear, everything is ready,
Hmm.
he simply can't be on the bench. He simply can't be on the bench. It's going to be a crazy thing.
It's a oh my god, it's a ideal formation will
Exactly.
be 4-4-2.
Exactly. Ideal
Isaac is
formation
more
for Liverpool is
refined.
4-4-2. Yeah, with two center forward, Ekitike. To me, that's the ideal formation. To me, that's the ideal
Okay.
formation. To me, um, Isaac's game is more refined, and Ekitike is more
So
raw. Yeah, yeah. For Ekitike to come out and say, I used to watch Isaac, and there's a lot for me to learn."
so
He
it's
pretty much
really
that pretty much answers it. He has already said,
answers
yeah,
everything.
he is more experienced and better.
Isaac is
So
the boss. Isaac is
he's
the
more
boss.
experienced and better. Anyways, I think we've talked about Europa League with Oli
Mm.
Watkins. Aston Villa got their win. We've talked about Ekitike is fine. We've talked about Chelsea and you guys' issues. Is there anything left to talk about, guys? Is there anything left to talk about that's interesting that's happened today?
Said at the tender age of 16, if you say in reality, slot is the key to this game. Mm. That's slots. Slot is the main.
Okay, I get that comment. I get that comment. That was funny. That was
What
funny. I'll
what
give
does
you a
that mean?
ball for that. I'll give you a ball for that.
What does that mean?
I think it's because of the drama that Dara and Ikeda have been having about Dara's age.
Oh, okay.
That
Oh,
was
okay.
funny. That was it took me a while to get it, but I get it. That was funny. That was funny. He said, "Is there EPL tomorrow? Let me see. Is there any EP? I don't think so, right? I don't think
Say Rangers
is
are
there.
doing really badly. Did they lose? Did they lose the? Are they in Europa? Did they lose? Rangers. Let me see. Oh, they lost to Genk. Wait, eh? What? What? They lost to Genk. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, they'll sack this guy.
The Osaku.
Mm. They'll sack their coach.
I'm
They
trying
will
to
sack him.
pull up match week
There's no,
6. I want to see
they
match.
will sack him. Russell Martin, they will sack him. Oh my God.
No games tomorrow. No Premier League games tomorrow.
No.
It's Saturday. So tomorrow will be our prediction stream. Where we give our prediction.
Yeah.
Guys, get ready for that prediction stream, guys. Get ready for that prediction stream. We need to give some good predictions tomorrow. Um,
Mm.
Let me read some comments. It says the thing is, if Liverpool plays serious team today, Vet starts from
Mm.
the bench. That's just the reality. Forget the record, this or that. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
true. And
yeah.
against
That's true.
Everton, we have to do that. People are saying he rotated the squad since
Nah.
VS has started like
Maybe
Champions League, but
Champions League.
it
Yeah.
just seems like that's the case. That's just what's going to happen. What are the big games this weekend? The big games this weekend. Let's
Mm.
see. Is there a big clash? I guess Newcastle Arsenal is a big game. Newcastle
That's the
Arsenal
big
is a big
one.
game, right? That's the big to me. That's the
How do
biggest game
how does
this
Liam
weekend.
feel about that competition?
Newcastle. That's a good question. Newcastle Arsenal is a big one. I mean, Liverpool. We play Crystal Palace. Um, Man U plays Brentford. Brentford away. Hopefully, well, it's up to Man U if they win or not. I don't really care. But we'll see if Amorim is able to get a win in that game. Chelsea, you guys are playing Brighton. Tough game, but you guys should be beating Brighton, right?
Brother, we'll see. We'll see.
Uh, say if Chelsea lose to Fulham, sack Maresca.
No, not Fulham, Brighton, right? It's
Oh,
Brighton.
Brighton, yeah, Brighton,
Yeah.
Brighton. Um, say what warrants Russell Martin the Rangers job after his Southampton shit show? Say Newcastle are our boogie team.
Yeah, but you look at Vincent Company that came from Burnley, right?
Mm.
And he's doing okay in Bayern. He's doing well in Bayern, right? Bayern is a big club,
I just feel
but
like company. I just feel like for
he
company,
was under the
the
best managers. Like he was under Pep. He was under. It's like serious people. Serious people. And what's that guy's name? That Italian manager. What's his name? I've forgotten his name.
I feel like
Was there?
for company. What I wanted to say for company was that
Mm.
The style of play just did not
He's
match.
evolved.
Did not match the
Bally.
technical the players he had, like the players their technique or
No,
their
but
skill,
he actually did
their
it. He
skill
actually
set.
did it in the championship, right?
Yeah, but when they came to the Premier League, they could not
No war.
continue. It could not work. Like their
Because
skill set, it
yeah,
just could not work. But I guess like now at at Bayern, it's working some way somehow. Saliba's extension is big because now Real Madrid will go after
after
Konate and pay
Konate.
him.
So do they need two centre backs? Does Real Madrid need two centre backs?
When you look at their squad, is mostly who starts for them. I know Militao is back, right? Militao and Dean Hugginson seems to be the two guys. They still have
Yeah,
Rudiger. I don't know what the future of
Rudiger is
Rudiger will
injured.
be.
He's
Okay,
injured. He's
you guys
leaving at the
injured.
end of the season.
Oh, okay.
He's leaving
Um,
at the end of the season. Oh my
Maybe
God, no!
if you look at it, is you know, I think they go for Konate.
You
I've
think
already
so?
in my mind, I've already prepared for it. So in my mind, I've already prepared for it. So it's like it should just happen anyways, man. It should just happen.
Yeah.
Um, See if Maresca loses to Brighton, the home fans will boo Maresca. With all these things
Oh
with the media and
my
everything,
God!
if
I don't
Maresca
think he
loses to
should. I
Brighton,
don't think he should. I don't think he should. Just give him some time, right?
or even if he
But
loses, you don't think he should be booed?
he shouldn't lose, please. He shouldn't lose. He shouldn't lose. You know one thing I think. I think Maresca has forgotten that when you're in a club like Chelsea,
Hmm.
your presence that counts. Your presence, what you've done now.
Nobody cares about the past.
That's it.
Nobody
If
cares
an
about
if
the
an slot starts to fumble now, Liverpool will sack him.
past. Yes.
It's the
But
nature
I
of
don't think I don't what is fumble though? Because fumble is kind of relative from club to club.
fumble is like finishing 12th.
Oof. 12th.
You know that he's losing it.
12th.
That would be bad. So they'll sack him. So you said look like it's not even possible.
12
Do you
with
get
those
so
players that we have, you finish 12th.
exactly,
Guy,
exactly.
it's on
That's
you. It's
it's
on
a
you.
sackable offense.
It's a
So
serious
yeah,
problem. 12th.
see
Wow.
Madrid are not in a hurry. They have Militao, Asensio, and Dean.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Asensio was
Ah,
the person I don't remember. Asensio, yeah. That guy that makes mistakes. I don't trust Asensio. I don't trust Asensio. Say fumble is second or third in a row like Arsenal. But I mean, if we finish second, third in a row, I don't think they still sack any slot though.
no, I never. They won't. Liverpool are a different club. They won't.
I don't think they sack him. I think something like 10,
Mm,
11, like out of Champions
That's
League
that's
or
bad.
no, out of Europe.
That's bad.
That's a sackable
That's bad.
offense. That's a sackable
Yeah,
offense.
that's bad.
Say any cricket fans in the house. Do you guys watch cricket?
I don't
I've been,
watch cricket
I've
now.
been trying to get into cricket. I've only watched like a few here and there.
He needs a
That's a
bomb.
valid no,
Liam
Liam.
needs
That's a valid crash out. I'll give you a bomb for that one. I'll give you a bomb
a,
for that. That's a valid crash out, bro.
I can imagine the way he said it. Please, so bad. I said that before. The way he said it was like, I'm just imagining him saying it.
No, that's a valid crash. I said,
What to
please,
do?
Lord, I want to win.
Yeah, is that Kingsley?
Oh
Yes,
man,
that's
that's
the
a
point
valid
I look
crash out.
at.
That's a valid crash
Yeah.
out. That's a valid ball, man. Anyways, what are your final thoughts?
Um. Yeah. Final thoughts would be Maresca should just get on with the job. Less noise would
Yeah.
help you.
Hmm.
Forget the player. You have them. Is what you have. Find a way to make it work. That's what good, excellent managers do.
Hmm.
Find a way to make it work. Less noise. Sterling. I don't know this Sterling news up and down. Maybe his agents are pushing stuff so that he's in the media and people are feeling sympathy for him. I just think we should get on with it. We don't. I'm not bothered about Sterling, right? Ekitike was as good as they find him. They find Ekitike, right? Because that set precedence. No one will be taking off their shirts again for
Yeah,
celebration. I don't think so. Because you just think of that 2 weeks day, like 2 weeks.
it's done.
Nah, this shirt is staying on, bro. You look at my number from the back, but this shirt is staying on. So that I think that's good. So we'll see for Ateta this weekend. We'll discuss the fixtures tomorrow, right? So
Mhm.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. AB saying Maresca should start to adopt pace, power, and skills. I mean, he has the
Yeah,
talent. They are all young, and he can make 5 changes.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I agree, AB. I agree 100%. Anyways, you guys, please like this video, and make sure you subscribe if you've not. But on our way to 3K subscribers, guys. Shout out to AB. Shout out to AB. I'll give
Final
my final thoughts in a bit. Shout out to AB, Liam, Dara, SSB, every single person that joined live. I saw Ike now on this live too as well. Dorcas, every single person that came today. I appreciate you guys for coming today. My final thoughts.
Jordan too. Yeah.
My final thoughts, guys. I agree with Ekitike being fined. I think it sets precedence because you can easily do this, turn your back to the crowd and do this,
Exactly.
right? And show the
Exactly.
number
Yeah.
at your back. I think after knowing that you're on a yellow card and still taking off your shirt, you might say you forgot. That's a problem. For you to forget you're on a yellow card and still get another yellow card is a problem, right? It means that you're not
Mm.
paying attention, and in game you
Yeah.
should be paying attention
Should.
to things that are happening,
Yeah.
right? And we've talked so much about our problem, our good problem, which is the amount of talent and talented players that we have, right? If I should put it
Yeah.
that way, given that we could play in a 4-4-2, Ekitike, Isak could start, and the multiple ways in which we can set up the team and play the players. I think it's an interesting problem for Anislot to have. But given how Ekitike has started this season, given how how Isak, we know who Isak is. So I don't think Isak is like it's going to surprise anyone what Isak is going to do this season and even next season and all the seasons. I think this is something for him to consider playing both
Yeah.
of them together. And
Yeah. Yeah.
once they click and there's a link up play, we saw this happen. AB gave an example. Mamouche and Ekitike, they did this in Frankfurt. We saw this happen
Mm.
at Frankfurt. We can redo the same thing with Ekitike and Isak,
Yeah.
where Ekitike can
Yeah.
go into more of a support role for Isak. He's giving
For
the
Isaac.
assist. Isak scores. Isak sometimes might give an assist. Ekitike scores. And then we look at
Mm.
how we can integrate the rest of the players. Salah is getting old, right? We don't
Old.
know how long Salah will still be here. We need to plan
Mm.
for Salah leaving.
For his
So
replacement.
for his replacement. And with the way Chiesa is playing these days, is a player that I want to see more of. So
Mm.
we'll see what
Mm.
happens. We'll see what happens with Anislot and the rest of the teams. I appreciate you guys for coming. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
coming today. Like this video, guys. Like this video if not already done so. Say Kings is not wearing a headgear. No, I have some different headgears. It depends on my mood and how I feel. I wear different headgears. But you guys, man, I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you guys for being part
Thank
of
you
this
very
community,
much.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining. Good evening, good morning, wherever you guys are streaming from. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Thank you.